the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They go play action. It's McNabb. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. Able to slither by. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Play fake. Now here's Montana looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one taken just inside the 10, and out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now McNabb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, McNabb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Donovan McNabb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I've met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick. Other than the extra point, that's it.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Montana. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
McNabb to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Jackson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's McNabb. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The James line brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 38-yard line.
From the 38, Montana. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score.
26-yard line.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd down, McNabb. Under pressure, and down he goes. scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Buffalo 18.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the Sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now McNabb. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's McNabb. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. George Kittle in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Lions set to kick off.
Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Montana. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
50 Vikings.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Well, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
19 Tigers.
Back to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a throw here to his running back. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
1 Third quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
14, our home team 3.
Play action. It's Montana. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Montana. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Montana. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. They go play action with Montana. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Montana going for it on 4th. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After wrong, 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play fake. Now here's Montana. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They will look to throw. Montana. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Going to try to throw for it with Montana. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go.
They'll send Moss in motion right. 1st and 10 for Montana and company. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.